All right, everybody. Guess who's live? We've started broadcast. I watched that start broadcast thing last night for the first time. I don't know what took me so long. It's kind of awesome. So I don't know if this broadcast is even going to work because I'm on LTE data, and the last time I tried to stream from here, it did not work very well. So we'll see, but I'm going to give it a shot anyway. So what inspired me to go live from here at Salmon Run Mall in Watertown, New York. What's up, Peekaboo? Peekaboo, leave me a comment. Let me know that you can hear what's going on, because like I just said, I don't know that I have a very good signal here. But what I'm really excited about here at Salmon Run Mall in Watertown, New York, on New Year's Eve, great, I can hear you fine, perfect. I'm very excited to think about the possibilities that are here in the mall and in malls all across the United States and theoretically around the world. These malls, of course, are often filled with stores, with locations that are pretty similar all around the United States. And as you know, I'm the first guy to live stream in all 50 states. Didn't visit very many malls, although I was at the Lansing Mall in Michigan. That was fun. We went to saw a movie there, so that was good. And so I'm walking around randomly, and I'm thinking about how could Periscope help these businesses in the malls? You know, so let's take a look. So I'm standing outside PacSun, right? And there's a PacSun here in Watertown. I'm sure there's a PacSun in your town. There's a PacSun everywhere, right? And PacSun, I'm sure, is very similar in their offerings, but what's different and what's incredible about PacSun in Watertown versus Greenville, South Carolina, or versus Los Angeles, or versus Seattle, or Missoula, Montana, is the people that work there. It's the stories of the individuals that power these places. And when you take the idea of periscoping and you add it to the idea of traveling, which is what I became so experienced in this summer, I think that the idea of having an ambassador for your company, PacSun, might make sense, and that someone could travel from PacSun to PacSun, raise morale at each individual location. So you stop by and you say, hey, what's up, PacSun manager? What's up, PacSun GM? What's up, Hollister manager and staff? Let's take a look at Hollister in Los Angeles. Or let's take a look at DSW in North Dakota. Or let's take a look at Charlotte Russe in Jacksonville, Florida. Because what's amazing about these places is that they are all so similar, but they're also dramatically different, at least in the minds of everyone who shops at them. You know, so many of the people walking through this mall, interesting idea, I agree, because it's my idea. Thanks. So many of the people who shop at Auntie Anne's in Watertown, I bet you most of these people in line have probably never been to an Auntie Anne's outside of the state of New York. Yankee Candle, Zoomies, boarded up thing here in the middle. You know, and there's some little smaller local shops here, but Dress Barn. You might think that the Dress Barn in your town is the coolest thing ever. But wouldn't it be cool if you could see what's going on at Dress Barn all across the country, all across the world? The whole mall experience, yeah. You know, or you want to think about it mathematically the other way, Peekaboo. Think about it this way. Maybe it's Salmon Run Mall that runs a Periscope, and every day they feature a different business. There's got to be, 40, 50 different businesses here, at least. You know, I was in Best Buy. There you go, there's Payless, Shoe Source, there's Christopher & Banks. I mean, these are all stores with enormous national and in some cases international footprints, and yet we never think of it that way. We always just think, oh, I'm going to go to Christopher & Banks in Watertown, and that's it. But there's so much more out there to see. There's so much more out there to do. And I think there's real, genuine interest in seeing what's going on in other places. And maybe that's not now. Obviously, it's not going to happen in 2015. Maybe it won't happen in 2016. But as my good buddy Gary Vaynerchuk always says, what do we think for the future? Why don't you try and plan out, if you're Sears, what does my social media strategy look like 2-3 years from now, 4 years from now? How am I going to leverage the fact that I'm paying rent in, thousands of locations around the world? Show it off. Take advantage of it. Take advantage of this technology that allows your customers to not just see the Sears in Watertown, New York, but we talk about, everyone shops online. Everyone just go to Sears.com. Well, why don't we take the online experience and mix it with a real life experience and show people how fun and exciting and interesting it is to actually get out and meet the people in their town that work there. I mean, how many employees do you think Sears in Watertown, New York has? 60? 100? Every single one of them with a story. Every single one of them with a personality. I think they are not that much difference. You would find a lot of sameness. A mall is a mall. Yes, but a person is a person. An employee is an employee. But every single employee is different. Every single person has a story. I bet you if I walked into Sears right now, and I'm not going to do it because I'm sure I don't have permission to be filming, and et cetera, et cetera. But let's say I work for Sears and I wanted to talk to the manager of Sears, not as a pissed off or a pissed off customer, but as someone who wants to tell their story. I bet you I could reveal that one of these, at least some of these managers working around here have been here 20 years, 30 years. Maybe they came from across the country. Maybe they're immigrants that came from around the world. And maybe, just maybe, you want to stop by the Bonton in Watertown, New York, because you gravitate to the people who are there. And I guarantee you, many of the shoppers at the Bonton, especially here in a town like Watertown, lovely Watertown, New York, would go there to see the employees that work there. I guarantee you there are people that only go on certain days because they know that their favorite clerk or their favorite perfume salesman or someone is working there on that day. I mean, I actually got my hair cut at Regis here. Right? Hi. Thanks for joining in, Alex. We're talking about use cases for Periscope in a place like a mall. Look, Yankee Candle. How many different Yankee Candles do you think there are around the world? You have to be able to capture the excitement. Yeah, I never said it was easy. I never said it was easy. But that's what you need talent for. That's why you need someone who's not afraid to jump on camera and dig for that story. That's why you need someone who's not afraid to get in there and identify what the story is and encourage people to tell it. Because I can guarantee you that there are people who are excited to tell their story who work here in DSW. And there are many, many customers. And that is where I come in. Hey! Now we're piecing it together, peekaboo. Now we're piecing it together. Do an experiment. I would love to do an experiment. Hey there. I would love to do an experiment, but really don't know how comfortable people are going to be speaking on camera when they don't expect to. Now, if I see someone who I think might be really friendly about it, I am at the Salmon Run Mall in Watertown, New York. Where are you? Wonder Bread LBC. What would it look like? Not now. Planet. Greetings from Argentina. Happy almost New Year, Argentina. We're ticking down 2015, and it's very exciting to get these ideas out there during 2015, the first year of Periscope. What up, Chris? Hello, what are you looking for? Thanks. I'm in my room. Okay, cool. I'm in a mall. And I'm really bored. Well, I'm glad you're here. My name's Chris. I'm the first guy to live stream in all 50 states. 50 states, 100 days. See, people are walking away from me, even without being on camera, because they see me talking to my phone, because I'm a weirdo. Should have got them on camera, but I feel bad. big winter sale at the shoe department. So what I was talking about before you got here, guys, is all the different ways that national type retailers or international type retailers, Martha Media kind of tried this with a nail salon. Martha is the bomb, isn't she? I'm fantastic. How are you? Princessa Diary. It's nice to meet you. See that? There's Vicky's. Right? I'm definitely going to be that creepy guy who's going to walk by and Periscope a Victoria's Secret, of course. But you know what I mean? How many different Victoria's Secrets are there around the country, around the world, with incredible stories? And you always go to your own Victoria's Secret because, hey, it's the best and it's easy and convenient. But what if there was a Victoria's Secret Periscope channel where, as a shopper, you could tune in and meet and experience Victoria's Secret all around the country and around the world? Or the Children's Place. Or K Jewelers. I've done social media. Makeup store. Exactly. Regardless of the store. Dick's Sporting Goods. Think of how much institutional knowledge is packed into Dick's Sporting Goods right now. Think of how many employees are in there who love working for Dick's Sporting Goods. And it's their job to sell stuff. You could show store prep for opening, perhaps. Sure. I'll tell you, I used to work at a movie theater. I know that would get really sensitive because they never want anything shown, you know, from the movies beforehand. So that would take a pretty complex sell. But I have been in the room upstairs when they set up the movies, right? Where they get the film on the reel and everything. And it's so cool to see how all of it comes together. You know, and there are certain things where, yeah, you don't want to reveal the magic and blah 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 blah. But I mean, heck, how many 16-year-olds work at a movie theater around the country that have seen this happen, that know what it's like? Why not share it with an international audience? Why not share it? Maybe you attract more people to come work for AMC theaters. What's up, pop culture? Happy almost New Year. So think about it. Think about it. Let me know. Send me a tweet. What store in your local mall, Happy New Year to you too, buddy. What store in your local mall would you love to see on Periscope? And not just the store in your mall, right? Not just the one that you always go to all the time. But think of it now from a national or even an international perspective. If you could see behind the scenes at Vitamin World around the country, or if you can see around the scenes at Sbarro, or you could see behind the scenes at Aeropostale, Dylan's Candy Bar, right? All of these places that have so many different locations, every single spot, every single place where you're paying rent, every single place where maybe you have Wi-Fi. Happy New Year, bye, besos. I'm such a weirdo walking around the mall talking to my phone. But it's great to see you guys. Think about it. And when this starts happening, when I see this next year, I'm going to go back to this catch. Madame Tussauds would be fun. Of course it would. I'm going to go back to this catch. I like Gander Mountain, right? When I start seeing malls and I start seeing national chains embracing Periscope, I'm going to say, hey, what were you waiting for? Go for a gander. I get it. It's a pop culture joke. Hey, I'm free too. Like the creativity, thumbs up, keep them coming. Peekaboo. Peekaboo's like the new Alcatraz. I really appreciate you, Peekaboo. I know when I pressed start broadcast that Peekaboo was going to be here. And I love it. Peekaboo, you are awesome, my friend. You are awesome. Everybody follow at peak_boo. I am going to sign off for now from the Salmon Run Mall in beautiful Watertown, New York. Until next time, I'll probably stream again later tonight. Until next time, check out teamstrub.com, 50 states, 100 days, the book. Volunteered with 60 different youth organizations around the United States. I would love to be the Periscope rep for retail stores. Well, there you go. That makes 2 of us. Keith, maybe we'll work for competitors and I'll crush you. I'll put you out of work. Just kidding, buddy. TeamStrub.com. Go get my book. 50 States, 100 Days, the book. Talk to you real soon.